Yes, sir.
How
What's
are you,
good?
man? You a Muslim?
Yes, sir. I
All
just
right.
wanted to I wanted to just hop on here and just point something out. You asked for a source. I just want to give my brothers and sisters in the Christian faith, Muslim faith, a source from the first and second century from the early church. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's the Protoevangelium of James.
Yeah.
And this is
So
what it says.
the
Go
the
ahead.
the Protoevangelium of James.
Yes, sir.
Now, is this something that Christians take as an authentic document?
Yes, they did. Here, I'll read the
Oh, hold on. No, not did. Right? Could you prove to me that Christians took the Protoevangelium of James
yes.
as a legitimate document? Okay. What would you go to prove this first?
So, yes, so in the document here it says this gospel is ascribed to James. The allusions to it in the ancient fathers, the church fathers, are frequent, and their expressions indicate that it had obtained a very general credit in the Christian world in the first and second and third century. So, with that being said,
Yeah. Do you have a church source? So, was this book ever considered canonical?
uh, yeah, so
When was it? When was the book dated to?
it's the first and second century.
Was
The
the
And
second century, right?
so the church fathers that reference it is Epiphanes, um, Cry, I don't know how to say this.
yeah,
Chrysostom, Cyril,
so
and
one. Okay,
Eusebius.
okay.
I'm just naming the people you want me to name,
I
brother.
got you. No, I don't want you to name them. What I want you to do is right. So we have this thing. We have these canons. Can you point to me any canon that starts with the moratorium fragment? All right, we have
Well,
the
no. So
was so
I don't subscribe to the 66 book canon that the
even if it's even in the
Romans
72 book,
do.
yeah, the Romans don't have a 66 book canon, they have a 72 book canon. But so you can't point to me to any point in which this book was considered canonical by the church.
Well, I'm just letting you know that it was considered credible by these church fathers
Yeah,
that I just named.
if it was considered credible by those church fathers, it would have been considered canonical.
No, because the canon at the first and second century, there was no canon at
It
that time.
was right. That's why I told you about the moratorium fragment. All right, so there were
Okay.
canons in the first and second century. There were, yes, we do. Not a codified canon. So there are certain books that range, right? So if you were to bring me something from let's say the Apocalypse of Peter, the Apocalypse of Peter during the first and second century, some considered it canonical, some didn't. Eventually, it landed on the non-canonical side. So if you were to bring me something from the Apocalypse of Peter or the Shepherd of Hermas or the
Well,
Didache.
that's because of Eusebius, though. Eusebius is the one that kind of dictated which was canonical and not canonical in that time in 320
Yeah, so I'm not
AD.
referring once again. I said you can bring me a canon from prior to 300, right? I told you could go to
I'm
the
bringing you a canon. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing
okay.
it. This is in the Catholic. This is also still in the Catholic Bible.
That the Proto-Evangelium of James is in the Catholic Bible.
Yes.
It's not. I have a Catholic Bible on my shelf. It's not in there. You're a liar.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Wait, date. I'm
Yeah,
not lying. I'm not lying.
no. I'll grab
I
it.
got it right here too. I got it in mind.
You have a Catholic Bible.
Yes.
All right, you have camera access. Turn your camera on. Show us the Catholic Bible, and show us the Proto-Evangelium of James within that Catholic Bible. Go ahead.
All right, no problem. Hold on.
Thanks.
They do realize that the difference between the Catholic Bible and the Protestant canonical versions is the intertestamental ones that were written before the New Testament. I thought that's wow. You do a lot of flipping.
I got few editions. I got one from the early
That's fine. Wherever it's from.
1800s. I'm just trying to find. I gotta find. I got so many damn books, brother.
Sorry.
Which edition was it in? Because the book that I'm telling right now, it's a mixture of apocryphal books. So I'd have to hold on real fast. I'm gonna hop off real quick.
Are you saying that the Catholic Bible added a bunch of apocryphal books into their Bible?
No. They had a set of apocryphal books that are in their Bible. But hold on real fast.
All right.
But this was taken out. I believe it was taken out of the Catholic Bible in the 1800s, I believe. So I just have to double check that though. Let me just.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
but do you mind me? Hey, but can I read what it says though in the book before I go pull up the source?
Yeah, sure. It's a non-canonical
Okay,
book.
cool.
It is a Gnostic book, so you're welcome to
We'll
read a
consider
Gnostic
that.
book.
We'll consider that right now. We can say that for right now, sure.
Go ahead. What does it say?
But this is a first century document. Church fathers considered it, so we're gonna run with that.
And then you can't prove church father consider it, so don't make that statement. But go ahead, read what it says.
You can look it up. I just named all the church fathers that considered it.
Yeah,
Just,
maybe.
just go ahead and read your
Yeah,
statement.
read what you got.
Okay. And when she was 12, Mary, years of age, the priest met in a council and said, behold, Mary is 12 years of age. What shall we do with her? For fear lest the holy place of the Lord our God should be defiled. Then replied the priest to Zacharias the high priest, do you stand at the altar of the Lord and enter into the holy place? Let me go down here. Okay, so then it goes, and Joseph, and the cries went out through all Judea, and the trumpet of the Lord sounded, and all the people ran and met together. And Joseph also, throwing away the hatchet, went out to meet them. And when they were met, they went to the high priest, taking every man his rod. This is a Hebraic custom when because the temple would take virgins into the temple and house them until a certain age.
Yeah.
That's Hebraic custom.
Okay.
Now, and the high priest had received their rods, and he went into the temple to pray. And when he had finished his prayer, he took the rods and went forth and distributed them, and there was no miracle attended them. The last rod was taken by Joseph, and behold, a dove proceeded out of the rod and flew upon the head of Joseph. And the high priest said, Joseph, thou art the person chosen to take the virgin of the Lord, to keep her for him.
Yeah.
But Joseph refused, saying, I am an old man and have children, but she is young, and I fear lest I should appear ridiculous in Israel.
Yeah.
Then the high priest
wait,
replied,
whoa. Even in your Gnostic source, even in your Gnostic source here, did it just admit it was abnormal to marry children in your Gnostic source? He just said, read what you, so in your Gnostic, your source that's not even canonical, in your source, we don't even take. What it did prove to us was even during the 2nd century, they knew, whoever wrote this fake book, knew it was abnormal to marry children. It would have been abnormal to marry even a 12-year-old. This would have been considered a disgrace to even marry a 12-year-old. That's what the book just said, right?
Yeah, but check it, yeah.
Hold on, okay. No. Let's just start right there. Okay, cool. In your Gnostic book, it just admitted that in the 2nd century, 400 years before when it was written, right? 450 years before Muhammad. It's written about 150 AD, to give you a date that you didn't know. It's written about 150 AD. So I said it's
the 1st and 2nd century document.
So even 450 years before Muhammad, it was abnormal to marry a 12-year-old. It was considered a disgrace. So is Muhammad is Muhammad a disgrace for marrying a 9-year-old?
Let me finish my point.
No. I just want to stick. No. Just answer it now. I like what you read. I like that. The
context is not finished though. I got one more paragraph.
It's okay. I don't care. It's fine. No one more paragraph. I like what you read already. Can you just admit
based on this? You're trying to twist the narrative, brother.
No. You admit it, bro. Hold on. Right there. No. Right there. Did Joseph just say? All right. God bless.
Let's see what Zacharias corrects Joseph.
God bless. He just proved with his own document. Thank God. All praise be to the Holy Spirit. He just proved through his own Gnostic document that in 150 AD, whoever wrote this Gnostic gospel, whoever wrote this fake gospel, admitted that it was abnormal to marry a 12-year-old, yet 450 years later, Muhammad married a 9-year-old, and you want me to think that's normal? Thank you. I appreciate it. God bless. I appreciate you.
Yeah, what I thought was funny was in what he was reading, the high priest was saying, what about Mary? Like the high priest wouldn't have said what he did in that readings. I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish, really.
None of it makes any sense.